All right, so let's have a look at this question right here. It's from paper 2, section A. So it means it is under multiple choice. Okay. 2.4 of magnesium ribbon was reacted with 100 cubic centimeters of 2 molar diluted sulfuric acid. Now, what is the volume of the gas produced at RTP, which is room temperature and pressure? So when you have a look at this question here, you might be wondering to say, this gas, where is it even coming from? Okay, look at this. We have magnesium plus sulfuric acid, which is H2SO4. Okay, now when you look at this reaction, it is one reaction that we know. This is a metal and this is an acid. So this one falls under acidic, chemical acidic properties. When an acid reacts with a metal, it forms a salt plus hydrogen gas. So we're going to have magnesium sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Okay. Now this is going to be the chemical equation. If you look at this equation, it is self-balanced. Okay. Now let's go back to the question. We're looking for this volume here for the gas, so the volume of hydrogen. But remember, whatever is produced this side is determined by the limiting reagent. So between the two here, we must first find the limiting reagent before we even talk about what is produced. Okay. Now, how do we do that? Look, here we have one more and one more. So it is a 1-to-1 mole ratio. So if it's like this, it means that the reactant which is going to have the least number of moles is going to be the limiting reagent. So let's find the number of moles for magnesium. So N will be equal to M over AR. So the mass for magnesium is 2.4 over the mass number is 24 for magnesium. The number of moles we're going to have 0.1 moles. Okay. Now that we have the moles for magnesium, let's just have them here. 0.1 moles. Let's look for the number of moles for sulfuric acid. Here we have been given two things. We have the volume and the concentration. So if you have volume and concentration, how do you find number of moles? Remember, number of concentration is equals to number of moles over volume. So you can just make N the subject. So you're going to have N equals to C times V. Okay. And then C here in this case is 2 multiplied by, now this volume is supposed to be in cubic decimeters. So you're going to convert this one here to cubic decimeters, and then you're going to have 0.1 cubic decimeter. So if you don't know how to convert this, just simply text me, inbox me right away, and then I'll give you some guidance. Okay, we go back to our question. Volume is 0.1. So 2 times 0.1, it will give us 0.2 moles. So here, the number of moles for sulfuric acid is 0.2 moles. Okay. Now, after finding the number of moles, we're going to look for the one that has the least number of moles. Of course, it's going to be magnesium. So this magnesium is going to determine the volume produced by the volume of hydrogen produced. Okay. Now, we know that 1 mole of a gas is equal to 24 cubic decimeter at RTP. So we have this one here, which is Vm. This is known at RTP. We also have the number of moles, the ones that are limiting 0.1. And then we're looking for the volume, which is V. Okay. N is equal to V over Vm. This is one formula I should know. N will be equal to not n, but we are looking for this v. So it will be v equals to n times vm. So v will be equal to n is 0.1 times vm is 24. Okay, and then you're going to have your volume as 2.4 cubic decimeter. Okay, so now this is how it is done. Very simple and straightforward. For now, stay blessed and stay tuned.